Hi friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 51. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our two cats, Dixie and Daisy. I love to crochet, I love to knit, I love to sew. You can find all that on my social media. Links are down below, including my email and my blog. On my blog, I will put show notes for everything that I talk about in this episode. So any patterns, yarns, I will provide links to those. So yeah, I think that's all the admin stuff. So I just want to welcome any new viewers and returning viewers. Hello again. I'm glad you came back. So grab a drink and let's get started. So, it is a sunny day here in Chicagoland with negative temperatures. Yes, when I woke up this morning it said -6. And then you have the wind. Yeah, I'm not okay with that. I also woke up with a big headache, so I'm drinking my coffee out of my Albert Einstein mug today. It's one of my favorites because Einstein is awesome. But on the back, I love this quote. So if A equals success, then the formula is A equals X plus Y plus Z. X equals work, Y equals play, and Z is keep your mouth shut. I am proud of myself. I read that backwards because it's flipped in my screen. Anyway, so yeah, lots of coffee this morning. Need to stay warm. Need to get caffeine in me, get rid of this headache. So as far as new things that have happened in my life since the last time I talked with you, we have a new washer and it works great. Although I think the hot and the cold water hookups are switched. I don't know. You gotta work out all the kinks, learn everything about the new stuff. But hey, I have a washer and I can be like, oh, I need to do one load today. I can get it done real quick. No problem. But anyway. Oh, I'm so glad that that's over. I should say, it's a new to me washer. Put it that way. Also, tax season has started. I was really hoping not to be at that job during this season, but oh well, here I am. Thankfully though, I'm not gonna have the crazy hours that I've had in the years past. Usually I work 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and then I work 9 to 3 on Saturdays. That's my usual tax season hours. And of course, my boss is there till 8 o'clock every night with clients, and then he's usually there after he meets with clients, just working on stuff. So there were times when he'd be there till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Thankfully, I didn't have to be there for that. But this year he has made changes, just because he wants to be with his kids more, and I totally understand that. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, he leaves at 3. And as long as the other accountant doesn't have appointments, I can leave at 4, which is my normal time. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I can leave at 4. And then on Saturdays, his son is playing basketball, is in a basketball league. So the games are in the morning. So he's like, we're not going to open until the afternoon. I'm like, okay. And he's like, and it seems silly for you to come down for just 2 hours. on a Saturday. And I was like, yeah, it does seem silly. So he asked the other lady, if the lady who comes in the evenings, if she could work on Saturdays. And she said, yeah. There are a few Saturdays. There's 2 that we know of so far that she can't do it. So I will be down there for 2 hours. But it won't be every Saturday. So I am so thankful for that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm just I'm ready for April 15th to be over. Speaking of April, we've got word for sure that ordination will be happening this year. As it stands right now, ordination will be happening this year. For those of you who are new, my husband is a pastor and he's been working on becoming an ordained pastor. And last year was supposed to be ordination for him and it was canceled. So, of all the things that happened last year, that still is upsetting to me. Anyway. So yeah, April 3rd, of course, it's in the middle of tax season, so I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do for that. But yeah, things are just going full steam ahead, that's for sure. Oh, but except the federal government isn't accepting tax returns just yet. So when they are, we're going to be bombarded with acknowledgments and then printing out copies and all that. Ooh. That's supposed to happen this Friday on the 12th. Anyway, it'll get done. It'll all get done. It's not a problem. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, last week. We had the furnace at the church fixed. It wasn't acting correctly, and with all these cold temperatures we've been having, it's like we need to have a good furnace. So last Saturday the guy came to fix it, and one of the board members was there with him, you know, just talking with him, and then Ryan went over to see how things were going. And he said he walked into the furnace room, which is this dark room. I saw Paul, who was our board member, and he's like, and I saw the guy fixing our furnace. And he's like, and back in the corner, kind of in the dark, was a little girl crocheting. I was like, what? He's like, you need to get over here. Okay, so I got over there. Come to find out, her name is Evelyn. She's 12, and she's been crocheting for a month. And so I was like, let's come out here in the fellowship hall where we can have some good light and we can sit at the table and talk. And so we sat there for, it was probably about 30 minutes. Her dad was almost done. So we got to chatting, and she's been crocheting for a month. She's made 2 baby doll hats, which I'm like, whoa. Considering the first things I ever made were scarves and a blanket. I didn't try hats for a long time. And I was looking at her stuff, and there's some beginner mistakes, but it still works, and I'm so proud of her for doing that. So yeah, I took my stuff over and we crocheted together, just so you know. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. I don't really want to talk about this cold. The cold weather. Let's just forget about it, okay? Let's go on. Okay, put my coffee down because I want to talk about some finished objects. First up is the Bernie Sanders doll by Toby King from Toby Time Crochet. I'll put a link. This is a paid for pattern, and I think all the money that she was getting from this pattern was going to Meals on Wheels. Last I saw, it was $20,000. $20,000 is going to Meals on Wheels because of Bernie Sanders. crazy. I will say, this pattern it's not an easy pattern. My hands hurt so bad. I had to make two. One went to my cousin in New Jersey. I saw that it had been delivered. I haven't gotten word from her yet. I will be messaging her. Don't worry. So I had to make one for her, and I had to make one for my husband. And he was going to take it to work. And then I was like, oh, we need to show it on my podcast. And I did record a thing last week with it. But he's still here at the house, so I'll show you. Here he is, and he's so cute. Get his hair a little fluffy. There you go. His little hood. The wire I got, of course, it's poking out. I don't know if you can see that. Get back in there. Trying to get him so he is actually folding his arms. Most of the time he just looks like he's trying to give you an air hug. But yeah, I do not recommend this for beginners at all. This is very hard, very intricate stuff. As far as like for the mittens, you're supposed to do the waistcoat stitch. I cannot do that normally. So forget trying to do it on teeny tiny mittens like this. Ain't happening. So I just did regular single crochet. And it still turned out cute. I didn't have all the colors that were needed either. Oh well, this is what you get. So yeah, I'm just super happy. I did put some rocks in the bottom so he will sit nicely on a shelf. And he has been moving around the house this past week. It's like I'll walk in the kitchen and there he is on the counter. Oh, hello. Hi, Bernie. How are you? The past few days he's been on the mantle down in the family room. But yeah, he turned out so cute. And yeah, I was like, I'm only doing these two. That's it. Because they hurt. My hands hurt so bad after doing it. It took me 4 days to do the two. It's like, I'm not doing any more. It just hurts too much. Anyway, so the next finished object is living in my big old llama bag that the ladies from Love Knots made me. It has a cute little llama keychain on here. This is Lily the llama, and it has a Llama Stay pin on it. Living in here is my scrap can that I started in 2018. And I decided, 2021, I should probably finish some of these things that are in my pile of projects that I didn't have a big pile, and so I kind of just decided finish it or frog it. And so I finished my scrap can the other night at Love Knots. So this has been like my project that I take to Love Knots. Helps keep me warm. Okay, so here it is, folded into quarters. It's pretty much just any yarn that I had left over, and then any stitch that I felt like doing. It's a very eclectic blanket, and it's very big. So here's one end, and then it goes to this end. And you still can't even see all of it. And yeah, I'll get a picture of the whole thing and put it here. Anyway, so yeah, it is done. Super excited for that. We'll just throw that over there. Next in my finish or frog it list is the other scrap can, which is this lovely one here. It's just a granny square going around and round and round. So that's what I'll be working on for the next few weeks, months, I don't know, till it's done. Okay, the next one I want to show you. Oh yeah, I've been getting stuff finished. It has been living in this cute bag that I made myself. It's a nice shawl size bag. The pattern is the Waru shawl. The colors that I used are, this is City of Fountains by Treasure Goddess Yarns. Link in the show notes. This is Soft Petals by ND Yarns. This is Jojo Land Ballad. The colorway is Deep Lavender, and then I dyed over it with some blue just to give it like a tonal look. And I named it Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. And then this one is RMR. It's a new dyer. This is the colorway. Hold on. My tongue doesn't like to do Spanish words, so it's Violeta Deslumbrante. Sorry, I am so sorry. I meant to Google translate it for myself before I got on here and totally forgot. But it means dazzling violets, which I like that term. So the Waru shawl, you can do it in 3 or 4 colors. I did 4 colors this time. Here it is. Love, love, love. Okay. Let me show you the right side, actually. So here's where I was the last time you saw it. I just started the 3rd color, and then I added the 4th color. Look. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Huge. Now, 2 years ago, I had done this one. I just did a 3-color version. So, I recently got it out, re-blacked it. So you could see the difference between the 3 and the 4-colored version. Holy cow. I love them both so much. I'm excited to wear it now. Now that I've shown you, I can wear it. So yeah, here is, oh my gosh. And see, I love how that turned out with the different, because now it's more of a tonal, so it looks, it's not just a flat purple. Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, I was so excited about that one. Yeah. And look, those are my colors. Blue, purple, and pink. Those are my favorite colors. I wear them all the time. So, speaking of dyeing yarns, so I told you that I gone through my stash to find all my sock yarns, and I found 2 mini skeins that hadn't been dyed. So, last Saturday, yeah, before we got a lot of snow, like it was coming down hard. I want to say it was like 12 inches. Is that how much we got? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I was inside dyeing yarn. So I was trying to think of what colors I wanted to do, and I was looking through my stash, and I have a skein that'll give me some shorty socks, I'm pretty sure, but I want to do like heel toes and cuffs, so I needed something to go with it. So I did this bright orange, what in the world, bright green colorway. So it's 2 shades of green. I do most of my dyeing with food coloring. So I did the neon green from the neon collection, and then just the plain green. So yeah, I really love how that turned out. Love it. Actually, I should put that in my Love Knots bag. I'll show the ladies that Love Knots. And then I have another skein. I was like, I know it'll give me shorty socks, but let's make sure I get more out of it. So I'll do something for heels, toes, and cuffs. And for, you know me, I love Mary Poppins, and one day I was just watching it because I was bored and that's just what I wanted to watch. So I was watching Mary Poppins and I saw the scene where they have the private merry-go-round and they all have their horses. So I dyed this. It's supposed to be a lot paler than this to match the horses that they all have. So I will open it up so you can see. So we have Mary Poppins has the purple horse, Jane has pink, Michael has the blue horse, and then Bert has the orange horse. Of course, these turned out so bright, especially this blue. It's supposed to be pale. Oh well. Now I gotta twist this all back up. This, I think they were Patton's Croy sock yarn. I found at Hobby Lobby on clearance for like $1. Split it in two, and then you got minis for heels, toes, and cuffs. There you go. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's so much fun. I love dyeing yarn. It's just a fun way to play with color. Just something that I love to do. Okay, so makes in progress. I have 1 crochet and 2 knitting to show you. I have another crochet that's downstairs. I'll explain later. So the first one I want to show you is living in my Castaway Key bag, which is perfect for a sweater size project. So this is the Eva cardigan. This is by Rebecca Langford at Yarn and Chai. This is a paid-for pattern. You can purchase it, or you can go to her blog and deal with all the ads and get it for free. I purchased the pattern just because I was like, you know what? I'll help somebody out. So the yarns that I'm using, so when I take it to work, I transferred it to my Lilo and Stitch bag, just because that's a little easier to handle. I just need the 3 colors and whatever panel I'm working on at the time. So the yarns that I'm using is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK. This is the colorway Denim. And then this is the colorway Linen. And then Ivory is my 3rd color. But everything else, like all of the yarn that I needed and the panels that I've already done, stay in the Castaway Key bag. Anyway, so you have seen the back panel. Big, big, big. I can take this progress keeper off now. So yeah, it's huge because it's supposed to cover the whole back. And it's a long cardigan, which I'm super excited about. I have finished the first front panel. So last time you saw, I was here. And then I've done all of this. So I will be working on the second front panel. And then as I was looking at it, when you work on, so like the color sequencing, she has you go from top to bottom, but in my head I was going from bottom to top. I mean, it's not a big deal, I could flip it, because they're just straight panels. But in my head I want it a certain way. So now when I'm doing the sleeves, I'm gonna have to reverse some of the color, the way the colors go, if I want it to be in my head the way I want it to be. Does that make sense? I hope so. Because you're supposed to, for the sleeves, you're supposed to start with color B. Well, color B wouldn't match up with what's on. Anyway, I will figure it out. So that's my Eva cardigan. It's coming along. So I have the other front panel, 2 sleeves, 2 pockets, and the collar. Alright, so for the knitting, first one I want to show you is living in my teapot bag, made by me, and the yarn is dyed by me. It is my Tea Party on the Ceiling colorway, which is a Mary Poppins reference. Yes, you're probably thinking, Lori, I thought you already made socks out of those. Yes, I did. These are for someone special. These are for my mom. I figured she needs some bright yellow socks. So, yeah, so this is the main color. Heel, sews, and cuffs of this brown, bluish tonal colorway, which I named a wooden leg named Smith, which is a Mary Poppins reference as well. I pulled these out last night, working on them while Ryan was recording, and I was like, oh, I thought I was farther along than I was. Oops, sorry, Mom. But here they are so far. I just did the toe in the main colorway, and then I just did 1 stripe of the contrast color. So yeah, these will probably be slow going. We'll see. We'll see how much. I'm pretty sure I'll put a lot of love into them because they're from my mom. And I love her. And I want her to have warm feet. The other pair of socks that I'm knitting on, these are my February socks. So my friends and I have decided to do a challenge for ourselves to do a pair of socks for ourselves or for others. Could be for others. But at the end of the year, we want to have 12 pairs of socks. So it's socks, hashtag SocksBox2021. My February socks are living in my Mary Poppins bag. And I have this lovely pin, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Of course, the yarn in here is dyed by me, but it is not Mary Poppins related at all. But it is musical related. It is English related. This is my colorway I'm calling 6. It is based off of the costumes of the musical 6, which is about the 6 queens of Henry VIII. So yeah, it's got all kinds of fun colors in there. Of course, when it was in the skein, it looks totally different than when it's balled up. And then, of course, when you knit it up into socks, it looks so different. So yeah, I am loving these socks. These have gotten a lot more love. These I take with me to work, and these are my lunchtime knitting socks. But I may start taking the other ones too, switch them around. So yeah. I'm so excited for these socks to be done too. I think last week I wore a pair of hand knit socks every day. That was so nice. And then they've been washed and they're drying right now. So those are my mix in progress. I do have one more. It is downstairs. I started the Audrey Hepburn doll. But I feel like I follow the hashtag Crochet Iconic Women, which is based off of the book where all the patterns are found. And And when people post pictures of the doll in progress, I'm like, I feel like that's disrespectful to the woman. I don't know why I feel that way. I just do. So I don't show it till it's done. And so this afternoon she will probably get lots of love. So yeah, I'm excited for her to be done too. She's so cute. She's so cute. She doesn't even have a head yet. I just have the body and the legs and the dress. Anyway. Okay, so there are some things I wanted to show you. I got some happy mail like the day after I published the last podcast. So it's been sitting here waiting for me to podcast. Although I won't be using this stuff for just yet. So I have put myself on a yarn ban this year. I've said until June. I definitely want to get through a lot of my sock yarn. So that's what the whole Socks Box 2021 challenge is all about, is to get through a lot of my sock yarn. But I do have a lot of stuff already. Like, I have the yarn to do projects. I just need to do them. So, that being said, I did do some purchasing of yarn last year, and it finally came. So technically I didn't break my yarn ban because I didn't set the yarn ban. Anyway, so Night Owl Fibers, her name is Rachel. I'll put a link to her Instagram. She does have a podcast. And I found out she's actually making this like a year-round club. Like, so every month there'll be a new colorway based off of this TV show, which is Friends, which is one of my favorites. And so when she said it was going to be a monthly club for this year, I was like, no, I'm on a yarn ban. I can't do this. But I want to. Anyway, so the first one, the January colorway, is called I'll Be There For You. And I ordered the colorway, and then I ordered a mini skein, and she said that I could have it dyed whatever color I wanted. So I said, can you dye it purple like Monica's apartment is? And she's like, sure. So this is what I got. Oh my gosh. So these are minis. This will be a mini stripe. It's self-striping yarn, but there's several like mini stripes in there as well. And then of course the purple is just, love it. So yeah. Yeah, these will be, I think I went through and like kind of assigned months. These will be my May socks, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I put down. Anyway, so here they are. And then I told you that a viewer of the podcast, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. She wanted some Mary Poppins bags, so I sent her some. And then she sent me a whole bunch of stuff. Like, oh my gosh. Hold on. I had an alarm just go off. Anyway, it's fine. We're good. So we did a swap. I sent her bags. She sent me some yarn and a whole bunch of other stuff. Let me show you what she sent me. So these are what I requested, were the colors. The yarns are what I requested. So I got this River Knits. It's BFL Splendiferous socks, so it's 70% superwash blue faced Leicester. It's so hard to say. Which is a type of sheep, and it's a very hardy wool. And then it's 20% silk, 10% cashmere. And it's in the colorway Starry Night, which I have a colorway that was Starry Night, but it didn't really look like the Van Gogh painting. Like, this looks like the Van Gogh painting. So I'm super excited about this. I don't think I'm going to do socks with these. Like, I want this something that people will see, you know? I'm just not sure what yet. I think I'm going to do something crochet for sure, because crochet is my first love. So I need to do a crochet with this. We'll see. It'll be like out so I can see it and look at it for a while till I figure out what I want to do with it. Then the other color is Teeny Button Studio. It's from their Harry Potter Yarn Club from September of 2017, so this was a while ago. It's on her Tough Sock, which is 80% superwash BFL, blue faced Leicester, and 20% nylon. And the colorway is Puffle of Puffskeins. Look at this hot pink. Oh my gosh. And then the speckles that are in there. These will be socks. Yes, I will make socks out of these. And maybe some wrist warmers. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I love this. I did assign this one month. I think it's September. So these will be my September socks. So they'll be in my stash where I can look at them for quite a while. But the thing that Jennifer sent that I was like, what? And I'm like, I just sent you 3 bags and a mask. Like, that's not enough. And then she's like, oh, I didn't send you enough. Anyway, so I got this cute little box. It says collect beautiful moments. And inside, it's full of stuff. Sorry for the tissue paper crinkling. So inside, I got some coasters that say, so much yarn, so little time. I got pens, and all fun colors. Here's a little card of progress keepers. I'm assuming, Jennifer, you made all these. So yeah, I got this really cute heart one, and then I really like this rose one. There you go. There you go. Focus. Then there's a beaded one, and a key, and then this is a little owl. Those are so cute. And there's more. And then these are they sticky notes? Yeah, they're sticky notes. They're all yarn related sticky notes. Look at that. You have a llama and a sweater and a yarn cactus. Sorry, the box is falling off my lap. And a yarn ball and all these. Oh my gosh, that looks like knit. Yeah, like a stockinette stitch. So cute. And then at the bottom is tea. Lots and lots of tea. So, and I love this box. I think it's super cute. So I think I might get all the tea that I have in my cupboard. I just went through and like sorted out that cupboard that has like the coffee and the hot chocolate and all that. All the tea might go in here. So anyway, that is everything. Lots of stuff. Lots of finished objects, which that makes me feel happy. When I get stuff done, it's like, oh, I did something. Anyway, so I hope you have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you. I should see you in 2 weeks. We'll see. Yeah, you just never know how life is gonna go. So I hope you have a great day and you stay warm wherever you are. I know it's really cold here. Anyway, God bless. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, forgot to mention this in the podcast. Really quick. If you want to do a Advent swap with me, message me. My email is linked down below. It is lorilulu327@gmail.com. What I'm thinking of doing is taking 20 grams from my leftovers, like this one. I'll take 20 grams from this, skein it up, and we can do, and I will see how, like I would try to do 20 grams of every fingering weight I use. Pretty much every fingering weight that I use. I will try to get 20 grams out of it, set it aside, and we can do an Advent swap in December. Or actually probably swap in November. So yeah, if you want to do that, if you want to participate in that, let me know. I want you to use leftovers. Don't buy anything. Just use leftovers from projects that you finished. Okay? Oh, gotta go.